Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hello, welcome. Haven't sat down and did a little chit chat with you guys in a while, so I thought why not do that today. So yeah, hopefully you guys are all well. It's been absolutely crazy. Do you know what, this year has been crazy. I don't know how many people have said it. You probably heard it a million times now, not just in our respective spaces of where we live, but all around the world. I think it's worse because of social media. We can see more of it and it's so much in our faces and it's so much to take in. It's just really intense. I'm sure you guys have heard about everything that's going on, not just in our respective homelands. I mean, we have a lot going on. I've literally just reposted this on my stories, just a hashtag with everything that's going on. Well, most of what we do know that is going on in Africa. So if you guys don't know, you can just click them hashtags and get more information. I also need to do that and just get more information myself, but it is so overwhelming with so much going on. I know it's election season in the US as well, and then over here in the UK we're dealing with a lot of stuff. He's out here trying to not give kids food. It's not in the budget apparently. Getting on my channel sometimes is a bit of a break, but I didn't think it would be right to come and sit down and chit chat with you guys without talking about briefly, just acknowledging at least what's going on. I just feel like it's just been so much, and as like a community, like black people globally, we have been like, it's exhausting. I'm just gonna breathe and just do some makeup therapy. Let's do some makeup and let's so let's start with foundation. I haven't got any foundation on. I've been speaking for that long, no foundation. So I'm gonna use, should I use my NYX Born to Glow? It's like my favorite though. I definitely need to buy a new foundation now. I feel like the two Revolution ones I have, I feel like they're kind of out of date now. I feel like I've had them for a while, so I want to get rid of them. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this on my face. But yeah, I mean, oh gosh, apart from the obvious, hopefully you guys are doing okay. I know this world doesn't even give us a chance to heal. I was just thinking about that the other day. Like, we have to see this stuff online and we don't even have the chance to heal. Like, we just have to go to work like it's normal, and we have to put on our happy smiles and do what we need to do at work. You know what gets me, guys? When you go to work and everything's normal. Like, the fact that you have to understand that, wow, they have the privilege of not experiencing this and seeing this. Like, what I've seen online and whatever else is going on right now in multiple black communities right now, they have no clue. Because social media, I know a lot of people think social media is real life. Social media only reflects what you want it to reflect. It only reflects the things that you follow, the things that you keep up with. So if people don't keep up the same things as you, they probably don't know what is going on. They don't know. It's like people on Facebook and Twitter, it's two different communities. They find out things 2 months later. They might not know exactly what's going on. So you have to think about it when people are in different social groups and different social standings. They may not be aware of everything you're aware of. So sometimes it will shake you. Like, you'll go to work and people are like, hey, what's going on? And something crazy has happened last night, or you've seen something crazy happen in your community, and you're thinking it's just a normal day for you. Like, you don't even know. It's crazy. And the point I was making before is that some people are in careers like marketing and stuff and PR, and they're probably being asked to like do things around the current climate, and that's so insensitive. I know Miss Rona is just like, it seems like she's real comfortable, real kicked up, don't want to move. Like, I don't get it. At this point, I feel like we're all at the point where it's like, we're tired of being at home, we're tired of like being extra safe and wearing these masks. I'm getting spots on my face with these masks. I'm uncomfortable. I know it's only a mask, but I feel like we're all getting a bit restless. I feel like how this country dealt with COVID, just, it's a mess. They come out with rules, like the rules just don't make sense. It's conflicting, it doesn't make sense, it's contradictory, they're not following the rules. So it's just like, it makes a lack of confidence in people and nobody really wants to listen, and it's just really annoying. Today I'm using my BH Cosmetics Beautiful in Barcelona palette. Love this palette. It's such a pretty like full palette to me. So I'm just gonna start off with a brown, which is called Dulce, this one here. Yesterday was the BT Hip Hop Awards. I do not watch award shows anymore. I'm not gonna say celebrities, I'm gonna say some performers just aren't what they used to be. Like, that whole excitement that you used to get when you were younger, when there was like an award show on and you like go sit down by your TV and watch it, it's just not giving that anymore. So I don't watch award shows, but I did see some of the City Girls performance. I feel like they did really well. You can tell performing isn't their thing, like they didn't set out to be performers, but I feel like they did pretty well. I love their performance. And I think they're doing really, really good for themselves. The City Girls, I love it. talking of popular culture, for the last week everyone has been grinding my gears and getting on my nerves about this whole Birkin bag situation, and I don't know what the current obsession of it is. I feel like it's become this standard of luxury, just the topic of black women in luxury, and kind of why people feel like black women kind of devalue something, like it's not as high-end and luxury as it was before. That is crazy, and we need to think about like why that's the case, because it's not. Because if anything, I feel like we create value in things that weren't previously thought of having value, just like our culture, the way we dress, our whole swag, the way we dress, the way we look, the way we do our hair, the way we do our makeup, the way we talk is up for consumption because we've made it cool or we've made it great. So the fact that if too many black women have access to a certain type of thing, that it loses value or it's no longer luxury, I feel like that's some type of reverse mind control, some type of, what's it called, reverse psychology. I feel like it has to do with the fact that people associate black people with being just working class. If you work hard, you could afford something, why not? If Saweetie can afford, well, if her boyfriend, or she can probably afford a Birkin, why not? If they can afford it and that's within their lifestyle, then why not? They are living a very particular lifestyle. They are touching quite a lot of money from what we understand. Instagram ain't everything, because we saw what happened to TLC. They were selling tens of millions of records and they were broke. So Instagram, again, is a fake reality. We'll talk about that a little bit later. From what we can see, everyone's doing well. So if they're in that tax bracket where they can afford that, or they can afford to have gifts from people that can afford that, why not? How about more black people are achieving a lot more and making a lot more money and can afford a luxury lifestyle? Why is that not the narrative? I feel like we have to learn as a community to unlearn certain things. Sometimes you have to check your thoughts. Because even me, I still have to check my thoughts sometimes about how I feel about certain things and figure out like, why do I feel that way? Why would I say that? Why would I think that? But anyway, I'm going to put this colour on my lid. I feel like I've been talking for a million years, but I'm going to do a quick look today. So I'm just going to apply her. Ooh, she's cute. She's pretty. I don't know why I'm doing blue today. I'm not even a blue girl. I don't like blue makeup, you know. So I don't know why I'm going with this blue, but that's what we got so far. Why is it so dark? It's literally, the sun needs to go away because it's affecting our look. So I want to kind of clean up the edges. So to clean up the edges, I'm going to go with Azure. It does look like a pretty bright blue. I feel like it's just kind of very rare for us to be in these spaces and occupy these spaces, and people are kind of, I don't know, it's just like they're not used to it. But I know that we're going to have to get used to it because black women are out here on our stuff, okay? We're out here being bosses, owning businesses. I don't know a lot of black women that don't have multiple sources of income and multiple hustles. Like, it's very hard to find one who isn't out here trying to, you know, really make a better life for themselves. So I suggest everyone get used to seeing us in bigger places with very nice things, with very luxury lifestyles. Get used to it because we are not accepting any less. We're out here working and we're making things happen for ourselves, okay? Period. I'm gonna go into credit and I'm just gonna use this brush. I'm gonna go on the edges of this blue and just kind of diffuse it because I don't want it to be like sharp. While we're in the topic of black women in luxury, I need to talk about the guys for a second, because I feel like, you know, the whole Birkin bag conversation, a lot of men were saying, oh, but these girls don't deserve a Birkin, blah 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 blah, as if we even asked them. It took me a minute to put on these lashes, you guys. If it looks like I got two lashes on, it's just because I feel like I put this one close and this one not so close, and I'm not re-putting them on, okay? I'm not redoing it. It just looks a bit off, but we're just gonna ignore it, okay? Ignoring it. Today I'm gonna use my ELF hydrating camo, and I'm using my LA Pro Longwear concealer. The MAC one is in LA Pro Long. Girl, what? I messed that up. I'm using my ELF camo hydrating concealer in Deep Cinnamon, and my LA, keep doing it, my MAC Pro Longwear concealer in NW40. This is the goat. I've been using this for years, and the Pro Longwear concealer by MAC, goat. Like, you need it in your collection. If you're a concealer connoisseur like me, I love good concealer, that's one to have. But yeah, I'm just gonna highlight as usual. There was this post I seen on Instagram. It says, you don't hate high maintenance women, you hate the fact that you lack the resources and tools to perform the maintenance. You hate the fact that you lack the discernment and discipline to choose women who fit your budget, and that's just what it is, okay? I think that quote literally hit it on the nail when it comes to men and discussing what they will or won't do for their girlfriend or their wife. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You can choose the wife of your choosing. Find someone in your budget. You don't need to make other women feel bad for their preferences, like, oh well, I'm not getting my girlfriend that bag, I'm not paying that. Well, don't. No one ain't forcing you. You don't have to. Then date someone that you like. I don't know why it's such a thing to like try and shame women into like feeling bad. Like, I'm not gonna feel bad that I don't want to go 50-50 with my future husband. Like, I don't have to feel bad for that. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine. Like, I don't want to marry you. What are you, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I'm gonna contour, but I love the way this concealer looks today. And usually when these little conversations happen, these are the same people saying, what do you bring to the table? Well, what do you bring to the table? Aside from this money that you speak of, or this money that you speak of, what do you bring to the table then? 9 times out of 10, women are the one that's holding down the table, bought the table, own it, kept it on its 4 legs, while you was doing God knows what. So, that's my opinion on it. Anyway, I'm off that topic now because I just feel like I had to get off my chest, because I was seeing so much of it on social media this week. I was just like, why is it anyone's business what people's preferences are? Why is it anyone's business what gifts people's boyfriends get them? Why is it being criticized? Like, I don't get it. I also want to talk about seeking validation from others to make them feel like they're doing good, or like what they're doing is worth it. Because if we're going back to like socialization, people like to be accepted, and I understand that, but I feel like the validation these days has gone up, like even down to like posting receipts online about something that you've bought. Like, why are you trying to prove something to anyone else if you know the truth? Like, if I know, like, I seen someone post up the receipt, I think Offset posted a receipt of like his purchases, like of, I guess, Cardi's bags. If you know you went to the store and you paid your 100,000 or whatever, how much money you paid that you made from your career, you paid that money down, you know that you bought it. Why do you have to prove it to anybody else? And that's just one example, but there's so many other examples, like in day-to-day life, where people just feel like they got to prove themselves to others. And if you know the truth for yourself, you don't need to prove it to people. I know it's difficult, it's easier said than done, but I feel like sometimes, like, you really have to just take a look at yourself and think, actually, do you know what, it's not worth this. Influencers and creators get it a lot, where they feel like they've got to prove themselves, or like, I don't know, I guess because people, like, they have a lot of fans, people can believe things that are complete lies about you, but you can't let it affect you to the point where you're losing your mental health, like your mental health is suffering, or your relationship is suffering because of what other people say. Social media is a big part of our day-to-day lives these days. Like, we get up in the morning and we're on our phone. I have been trying to reduce that as much as possible, and I feel like it's increased my productivity, like me not being online so much. Do you and live your life. I just hate to see people in this like trap, or falling for a trap of feeling like they've got to seek validation from other people, especially on the internet, because that's a really dangerous and slippery slope. People do a lot for the clout and then regret it later on, so just limit that. I know it's kind of hard, but anyway, let me set my under eyes. I'm just obsessed with the concealer right now, like, and that nose contour today, the makeup's just popping off, guys. It's popping off. I'm gonna use my Huda Beauty powder. I haven't used her in a while, and I think I'm also gonna mix in my Laura Mercier. I'm gonna put this on first, then my Laura girl can come in and come through. Where's my powder brush? It's my e.l.f. mineral brush. I use it all the time for my powders. Oh, I miss using this powder, it's so good. I kind of want to talk to you guys about just bossing up and like really putting your head down to work, because that's been something that I've been having to like do, like this whole quarantine and this whole situation with like everyone not sure about their jobs and stuff like that. Like, this has just like kind of put everything into perspective for me to just like really put in the work and go hard for everything that I want. Sometimes I do feel like my dreams are a little bit too big for me, and sometimes I just get a little bit I'm not gonna say I put myself in a box, but sometimes I just avoid my dreams a little bit because I feel like it's a bit much. I don't think there's any dream too big. Like, if you can dream it, you can do it. If you can think of it, you can do it. There's nothing that can ever stop you. So many of my friends have been saying like, oh my gosh, 2020 has been so horrible, 2020 has been this and that, but I feel like amongst all the craziness that's going on and all the like things that we're experiencing in society, like, you still have to allow yourself to be in control to a certain degree, because God is in control of it all, but you have to take some control. You know, you can't just say, oh, 2020 is rubbish, I can't wait till 2021. So what, you're going to give up on the last 3 months of the year? You're going to give up on the last quarter? For what? Like, why would you feed into that? Like, everything that you want is still available and out there ready for you to get. Like, I feel like sometimes you have to shut down a little bit of the noise, because a lot of the noise in our society, in our respective society, especially in the Western world, is kind of orchestrated by the people. And when I talk about the people, you guys know what I mean by the people. I feel like I look quite bronzed. Like, that concealer, I've got to re-look at this video to see what I used today, because it's looking really good. American Mommy by FENTY 2 Bronze. As I always say, even though 2020 has been like a really crazy year, sometimes you got to take the initiative and take a little bit of control and help yourself, because if you can't help yourself, you really can't help anybody else in your life. Do you know what I mean? And that's just not me speaking to you guys, it's also speaking to myself, because I've really been in this rut and I don't know why. I've just not been moving at the pace I want to move, but I feel like I'm stopping myself. I'm not busting up enough, I'm not grinding enough, I'm not going hard enough, and I know I'm not. So I'm saying I want these things, and I know these things are gonna happen because I'm that talented and that great at what I do, period. But I just feel like you gotta put the work in, you know what I mean? Like, people talk about manifestation and speaking things into existence. Gotta put in the work. Even in the Bible, it says faith without works is dead. You've got to put in the work. It can be a little bit like, you might feel a bit lonely when you're doing it, because again, on social media, people only like kind of show you the high points and the good points, but there's gonna be points where you're just gonna have to grind it out. You're just not gonna be available. Like right now, I've shut down all the noise and I'm about to work hard and make things happen for myself. Like, I haven't seen my friends in how long, and the pandemic is an excuse because it's a pandemic, but I haven't seen my friends in so long. I'm just like in this space where I'm like, for the rest of the year I just want to focus and get what I need to get done. There's no time to play around. I don't know many people that have regretted putting in the work and going hard. You're always going to reap the benefits, you know? The day you sow the seed is not the day you reap the fruit. And don't look up and keep comparing to people, because the grass might look greener on the other side, but the grass might not be real. The grass might be fake. That's the tea. You're steady looking up other people's grass while you're, you know, watering your own. You're thinking, this looks so nice and pretty. And you leave yours and you go over there to see what they're doing and you realize it's fake and you've wasted all that time. Okay, so that's just a little motivation for me and for you guys as well. Like, don't let what's going on in 2020 dishearten you and just make you feel like, oh, forget it, this whole year has gone up in flames, that I don't want to do anything anymore. Like, use that as motivation. Like, regardless of what, I'm gonna make it happen for myself. I've told myself, like, every single day I've got to get something done for my channel, for my Instagram, for my business. There's no day off. There's no, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. No, every day I've got to get something done, period. And I'm gonna try and do that till the end of the year. That's like my little personal target. I told myself I was gonna be consistent this month, and I looked at my channel and I think I've got about maybe 8 videos this month. That's not good enough. I'm meant to be uploading at least 3 times a week, twice a week, the least. And what? I've only done 8 in a whole 4 weeks. That's crazy. Yeah, that's just a word to myself. You will never make it to the next level in your life if you haven't mastered the level that you're at. So if I can't master this level in my life, then how would I expect to grow? Like, you can't expect new opportunities to come to you, and you can't expect to see and like be able to access new opportunities if you can't deal with what you have. Literally just gone 3 o'clock in the afternoon and it looks like it's like 5 o'clock. That is insane. I'm going to use this burgundy colour called Spain. It's from the same BH Cosmetics palette. I'm going to use Enchanting, which is this colour here, in my inner tear duct, just a little bit. Okay, so apologies in change for the lighting, you guys. Literally, it just got really dark outside. British weather, just started raining out of nowhere. So for my lip gloss, I actually used my NYX Ginger Snack Gloss and then my Revolution Pout Bomb with just a regular brown liner. But yeah, that's the end of today's little chit chat get rid of me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm looking extra glowy because my lights are literally right here, you guys. If I push them back, it would be more of a natural reflection, which is why I like to film in natural light. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's little chit chat get rid of me. Give me a nice thumbs up if you liked it. You can always comment down below any topics you guys would want me to talk about. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.